Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Today is Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. That was a tricky one, right? Alright, I'm going to talk about a comment someone left, I don't know, one of my pages, one of my podcast things I did, I think, a week or two ago. And they said, speak on J.O. 357. He had passed away a couple months ago. I'm like, oh shit, nah. The only J.O. I could think of was Joves, TDO, my man from up in Harlem, and he ain't dead. And I myself had died 3 times on social media, Facebook, well not Facebook, but Instagram, and in the newspapers also, so technically 4 times. And D3, Sammy, has died 2 or 3 times also, so I don't know. But then my boy Siri got in touch with me, and he was telling me, Jute, J.O., Justino, not just DWC that I was writing graffiti with, a different dude from the neighborhood, that he had passed away or something, you know. And I let the dead bury their dead. And to be truthful with you, I really wasn't getting along with that dude towards his end. And that's if he's dead. Like I said, I have nothing to do with that dude. I don't associate with him in any way, shape, or form. It's the guy, yeah, he's batshit crazy. I mean, hey, me too, I'm all fucked up. You look at my videos and stuff. I mean, I don't take medication. I don't go to a therapist or nothing. But, you know, I mean, back in my Spofford days when they'd analyze you and shit like that in group homes and DFI facilities, they said, sociopath, I'm this, I'm that, and blah, 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 blah. But the difference is, see, I'm a cute, cuddly sociopath that people like, you know. But yeah, this particular individual, I believe he wrote Jute, J-O-O-T. Now, I cut that dude out of my life. Nothing to do with him. If he's dead, he's dead. I've even explained stories like that when I was with him, where I just left his name out the story. And like I said, you know, this dude's fucked up in the head. I mean, he's the same character, person, human being. It was in the news and on the newspapers. He was chasing the police around with a samurai sword. You'll never take me alive! Some shit like that in the building that he lives in. He's chasing these cops around with fucking like a katana or a samurai sword or some big sword. He's actually chasing New York City police around the building. You know. Funniest thing is, from what I heard from people that live in the building, is the cops weren't even there for him. Anyway, yeah, it goes to show you, like, yeah, so, yeah, if he's dead, he's dead. I don't know how else to put it. I could put a picture or 2 on that I know of him, but yeah, if you look at him, Justino, yeah, dude was batshit crazy. I just can't be around that shit. You wind up getting a big jail sentence or killing someone or something like that, and then he just sits there saying, well, I'm mentally ill, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, no, I stay away from shit like that, bottom line. And like I was explaining, I go to great lengths to not be involved with this human being. I disagree with his lifestyle and the friends he keeps. So, yeah, I don't hang out with him. I have nothing to do with him. Matter of fact, I don't like the guy. So, if he's dead, I didn't like the guy. If he's still alive, I don't like the guy. Alright. Yeah. Now, with that said, when I was talking in my past podcasts about me with the blue bucket paint that I stole from Yankee Stadium, I was explaining what I was doing behind the mayor's house, facing Queensbridge houses, facing Roosevelt Island. I did a huge blockbuster RD, and I was with this dude who wrote Raul, who also died and lived in this guy's building. Raul was John Horgan, passed away. Another guy I didn't see eye to eye towards the end. Hung out a lot when we were younger, but towards the end, yeah, I don't know, man. Dude was running around thinking he was some kind of mobster or something, you know? Like, dude, you're Irish, man. Alright, anyway, make a long story short, I left that dude deliberately out of that story when I was carrying the paint to go to this place to do this big, huge roller RD. And I posted that. And then someone commented, yo, you don't remember, man? You had me on the handlebars of your bike when you wiped out. I was on like a little mongoose bicycle. I had these big, like, 5-gallon buckets of fucking blue paint, Yankee Stadium blue paint. I stole it from Yankee Stadium, this paint. I was running around the city doing big blockbusters with it. So I had one on each handlebar, then I had him on the handlebars also. And I'm riding the bike, and there's someone in front of me that's also coming, which is John Rawl. He's got a bucket of the big blue paint and shit, like 15 gallons we used to fuck it together. We don't fuck around. But anyway, when I posted that story, someone said, yo, you remember I was on the handlebars and this and that. So automatically I'm thinking, yo, that's that motherfucking man, fuck you. I get in touch with him like, yo, fuck you, man. I told you, man, don't ever fucking get in touch with me, man. This, that, blah, 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 blah. Your life, my life, don't fucking connect, man. Fuck you, So then on Instagram, my boy Tommy Brown gets at me from the Brown Brothers. Yeah, he's the old Rob, man, what the fuck, man? I was like, oh shit, that's right. And it wasn't Justino, it was Tommy Brown that was on the handlebars. So, I mean, it's going back. You got to realize, I was, what, 18, 17? Yeah, I was definitely in high school, because that's when I was going up to the Bronx to go to high school, and that's where I found the blue paint and stole the blue paint. I was actually still in high school, so that's a long time ago. I'm 53 years old now, so I actually forgot. I thought Justino was with me, but it was Tommy Brown. Shout out to the Brown Brothers. I don't have dudes my whole life, man. Good shit. But anyway, yeah, man, that dude Justino, I don't know if he's dead or if he's alive or whatever. I don't know. The only J.O. I knew of, 357, was Joe's from up in Harlem, TDO, those damn outlaws. And he's not dead or nothing like that. Now, like I've said, I myself have died several times on the internet. Stupid shit. Well, one incident, which wasn't even on the internet, was actually in the newspapers, was, I don't know, my brother got caught up in some shit with some dude that's like dead or got murdered or something like that. And in the newspaper, they said Robert Dyer, dead, meaning me, because I lived there. But I actually had just moved out of there. So the newspapers, they all ran with the fact. They asked the neighbors, and me, my brother, my mother used to live there. She died in that apartment, you know what I'm saying? So this apartment goes back. It's on 62nd Street. We've been in that fucking thing since the 70s. I myself moved out at a young age. Moved back every so often, this and that. If I get in trouble or some kind of a jam up, I could always sleep on my mother's floor, But she passes away, my brother's got the apartment and this and that. I'm living there, I move out, some dude winds up murdered. Now, the newspaper said, oh, Robert Dyer, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know about it, I wasn't living there. So I walked my kid to school, my son, was probably in the first or second grade. So at the top of the block on First Avenue, because he was going to PS 183 at the time, at the top of the avenue, on First Avenue, I'd stay there and let him run down, and he'd see the school monitor, and he'd go into the class. And, a little independence. You gotta let go a little bit. And that's how you build trust and stuff like that. And that's the way to raise a kid, I guess. But that's what I did. So then my kid goes to school, and all the teachers are asking him, how'd you get here today? He's like, my dad brought me. so like, your father? Are you sure? Because they're reading in the paper, and it was all over the news and everything, and I'm dead and shit, So he's like, yeah, my dad brought me to school, And so all of a sudden, I'm sitting there smoking some weed and shit. Fuck, the cops come knocking on my door and shit. What's the problem? I said, yeah, it's nice, about me being dead. And I said, look, I don't know what the fuck the newspapers are talking about, but obviously I'm not dead. So they said, well, your son, this, that. Oh, shit, I didn't even think about that, Like at work, people were bugging out when I go to work, too. They're like, what the fuck are you doing here? I thought you're dead, bro. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. But, yeah, so I don't know if Justin, Justino, J.O., Jute, if he's living or dead. To be truthful, it doesn't matter to me. I'm sorry if I sound mean or rude or anything, but that dude was an evil dude. You see, like, he was very good at masking his mental illness, but I've seen that dude, man, like, just like all of a sudden there's like nobody fucking home, man, and that's dangerous shit. Like, it's just like a fucking robot just working on like pure like anger and like adrenaline and like, that's risky business when you consider someone like that your friend, or you, like someone like that I wouldn't hang out with unless they're actually a family member that I have to love and look after. It's just me. I don't need the drama in my life. And that's it. All right, there you are. All right, people. You take care, all right? I love you. Well, hey, I don't love you. I don't know what you look like, so I can't say I love you. But yeah, for all the beautiful women out there, I don't probably have no women looking at me on here, right? Like graffiti's kind of like a man's game, right? The topics I'm talking about and shit like that, yeah. A lot of female out there, but who knows? Peace, people. I'm rambling. I was looking through pictures of him that I found on Instagram and stuff like that. I actually found the one of him being arrested. Like you see, he's got like a white thing on him, and the cops taking him out of his building. It's like, ah! Yeah, funny shit, chasing the cops around. And there's also a couple pictures of me and him, and just chilling and shit. So yeah, keep your eyes open.
And a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
I couldn't be here.
Ah,